I'm a sentient being, absolutely divine, with a mind that transcends linear time. I know that within the Sam Sentient Sessions, court back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? I can't see myself again, but we here with it. I'm just gonna start. I don't really got much to say off the top of my head, but like I feel like I know what type of message is gonna come out. I'm not actually sure, but I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna just get started. Okay, let me just start pulling. I hope that the camera looks good because I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm not gonna stop. Some different city every night. Oh, I swear the world is not prepared. But when I'm a millionaire, oh, when I'm a millionaire. That song is so old. There's a song that just came out. Wait. That's a Mary J. Blige song. What song is that? Whatever. If it's supposed to come out, it'll just come out. That's just the part that's like in my head. And I can't sleep without you, baby. I got a question for you. You already know the answer. No, made you cry. No. And then tried to cover it up, but neither would I, baby. If I really, I don't know. What am I about to? La 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 la. I be like in a good mood. Like I'm tired today. Like I'm tired. I'm more tired than usual. But I do feel like I've been doing a lot of like shadow work. And when I do a lot of shadow work, it just makes me exhausted. I just want to rest. And I know I need this. I know I need to work through the things I'm working through, but like with working and stuff like that, it just be hard. So I'm taking it easy on my body, on myself, because I'm not gonna stop doing the inner work. Nope. And I'm not distracting myself from it. But I am tired. But that aside, I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm pretty chill. I mean, I'm usually in a really I'm usually in a pretty good mood. I ain't even gonna lie. And I can't sleep without you, baby. I got a question for you. You already know the answer. That's the song that came out. I got a question for you. You already know the answer. What song is that? Would you cry? No. And I can't be without you, Mary J. Blige. That really, y'all saw the process of me figuring out what song that is. Oh my gosh, that shit was like, I gotta figure it out. But like, zoom, 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 zoom. Would you cry? Ooh! Here we go. So, two cards that we got. Recovery and mysticism. Recovery and mysticism. Interesting. Mysticism is like, I'm just going to go off the top of my head. I don't got the booklet. I don't want to read it from the booklet. I'm getting like tapping back in to what parts of you has been lost. What parts of you have been lost. And I want to say materially. Like, let's say you've been caught up in the material and you're kind of like separating from your spiritual sense, like your spiritual side. Like, let's say you're usually used to living a life of like flowing freedom. You know spiritually that your life is able to flow in this way, but you've been kind of caught up by the reality. And I know I told what I had to tell for a reason, but you've been caught up by the reality. It's like being able to really like come back into union with your spirit, with your spiritual self, because that is how you naturally navigate and maneuver the world. Releasing the stress, releasing the pressures of the 3D, because you're realizing or coming to this understanding that it is an illusion most of the time. Like, the things that we see can easily change, because look how often things change around us. You know what I'm saying? Things are never static. As much as we feel like every obstacle is going to last forever, has anything in your life ever been static? Even the good times, the bad times. You know what I'm saying? Flowing. When you flow through it, you keep yourself from everything that you walk away from changes because you chose to change. If you were to stay static in a situation, it wouldn't even be static. It's either you're growing or you're dying. So if you choose to stay static in a situation that's hurting you, it's not going to stay the same. It's not going to be comfortable. It just gets more and more uncomfortable, and your tolerance for uncomfortability grows. So I'm getting like, you're tapping back into being able to just flow. You're recovering that part of yourself. So let's read these cards. Animosity. You lying to yourself. Nothing to worry about. A whole bully. What's this? Check your self-discipline. So animosity, you lying to yourself, nothing to worry about, a whole bully. I really get that that's yourself. Like, you're bullying yourself. Like, that voice in your head, that's what I call the devil. Like, okay, like, lived, I have just read this too, and it really clicked for me. Lived spelt backwards is the devil. Anything that stops you from living is keeping you in a state of confusion, in a state of stagnancy. And when you're stagnant, you're not, is nothing is just still, you're dying. Like, you're dying to the life that you really envision for yourself, because your voice in your head is keeping you in this spiral of, you're not good enough for this, that's not gonna happen to you, da 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 da. You're being overwhelmed by your own thoughts. That's some evil shit, right? Like, so, and even if it's a situation outside of yourself, it's nothing to worry about. Like, even if someone has bitter animosity towards you, is nothing to worry about. People's perspective of you, or like, people's perspectives of you don't actually matter, because if you focus on people's perspective of you, you will never change. You will just keep, you will keep, what's the word, conforming to what is expected of you. So we got, and next to that is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, which is like learning, being open-minded, being like a student of life vibes, like good news, a beginning, a beginning. If you choose to change, you have started a new beginning. Like, there's also a feeling I want to get into. but I'm like, should I share it now? I'm gonna just keep reading, but there's also something I want to talk about. So, I feel like I'm gonna see where it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so and then we got you a flirt, controlling, stop worrying. Sometimes you just gotta flow. Sometimes you don't need to know everything. Like, also, like, the way I feel about these readings, I don't want it to be about diving into situations so much, but like revealing subconscious blocks to the life that we do envision for ourselves. There's things that in every moment comes to surface within us and within our collective that need to be addressed. We need to be made aware of, but it's a more of a observing than it is absorbing. Don't absorb, observe. So don't be controlling when you find, like, even if you like whatever readings you read, I mean listen to, or even if you do your own, don't be so controlling about like the direction of things. Allow things to flow. Don't listen with the intention of what's next. Listen with the intentions of what can I do right now, you know? Open your mind up to that. Like, what is within me that I need to work through in order to get to this next point of my life? What is it that I need to be made aware of? So you a flirt, stop worrying, controlling. Like, if you're someone, there's someone specific, I don't know who it is, but I really do feel like there's somebody who's been watching some of my readings. If you're watching readings, whatever readings, if you're watching readings and your intentions is to find out about your next partner, you're not going to get any correct insight. You have to trust yourself. Like, just flow. Just figure it out. Like, just figure out if you like this person genuinely. Like, just go with the flow. Like, relax. Um that was very specific. So, um we got chivalrous, a real one, angel of mine. Chivalrous, a real one, angel of mine. I'm gonna read these next. Chivalrous, a real one, angel of mine. I don't know if you agree with the concept of earth angels, but I do. I have a story about it. Like, I feel, well, I do believe everything is just a reflection of what's already within our minds. But um when I was younger, like, my family told me bits and pieces of me. My mom told me, like, she had me in a stroller, and this lady was just like, she's an angel. She's an angel. And my mom said she used to get that a lot. And of course, people call babies angels, but then there's like weird shit that would just happen with me. And from a very young age, I had experiences with angels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had this connection to angels, and I love them. Like, I love them. And yeah, so I like wings. I like things with wings. I like fairies. I like angels, butterflies, birds. Birds. Oh my God. Last year, like, twice birds flew into um our house, and that was a very interesting experience. Like, I relate to winged creatures and like beings. Um yeah, so a real one, chivalrous. I just felt to say that, but a real one, chivalrous, angel of mine. You may have just met like another earth angel, or someone sees you as such, or I feel the same, like, interaction wise. It's an interaction wise thing. You have interacted, or you are interacting with someone of the same frequency. Like, again, these are all concepts, and we choose to align to how we wish to understand it. But you've aligned to that energy, and then on top of that is a page of cups. So, like, a really sensitive, emotional being. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a gentle being, gentle person. You've aligned to a gentle person. Cut back on hours, narcissistic ass person. You may just be in a narcissistic ass job environment, and it might be time to cut back or quit. straight like that. It might be time to cut back or quit. Like it might be time to leave. Like whatever it is, like, and then I'm still looking at the stop worrying. Like, don't worry about it. Like, even though you feel like it may fall to shit or fall apart, like things is not working exactly how you plan, trust yourself. If you feel like it's time to go, even if you need to make yourself a little comfortable with a plan, like make a plan that makes you comfortable, but just know you gotta go. Straight like that. Like it's a fucked up environment. You're not fucking with it. Um then we got energetic leech, spiritual bath, sexual desire present. Cut the cords. Cut the cords with the environments, with the people, with the places, with the things that do not serve you or are keeping you away from your flow. You want to get back into flow. You want to get back into flow. That is the goal. Get back into flow. Dimming your light, manifestation coming. Get back into flow. Be confident in your ability to do what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be confident in your ability to do what you do. You know what's crazy? I was like, I'm gonna touch on that later. I don't remember what I was talking about. So I don't remember what I was about to talk about. I wasn't supposed to share it. It is what it is. Uh yeah. Dimming your light, manifestation coming. And then we got the Ten of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. Um, that's a windfall. That is what you need. Money, support, something, some real wealth, spiritual wealth, abundance coming in. Um, rewards, things paying off. But you had to just relax. You need to relax. You need to surrender. I know what I was going to talk about. So, surrendering, right? I've come to realize that the feeling of surrendering feels like death. Like straight up, straight like that. Like I don't know why straight like that is in my straight like that isn't something I usually say. So that's like in my like queue of words to say. It's really like I'm usually a you know what I'm saying type of person, but that straight like that is hitting. Like I don't know, like that shit is kind of hitting. But it do feel like death. Like we hold on to things because we know that feeling is coming because we can feel it. And then we start getting nervous and worried, and our worries start to spiral out into other things that we usually worry about overall. Like I'm a person, I worry about my health a lot. Um it makes me a little sometimes when it comes to health. I worry about my health a lot because I've had experiences of bad health. Like when I was younger, I used to get sick a lot. I used to have tonsillitis a lot. Um, and then, you know, my parent passed away of cancer. So it made me a little when it comes to health. So that's something I've worked through enough that I don't think about it too much. But if I'm worrying about something, like if I feel that feeling of an ending, I start to go to my health. Like, oh my God, am I sick? Is something wrong? Is something wrong with my family? Is something, but I'm no contact. So it's like, those are the things that try to pull you back into cycles. So when we feel that feeling of needing to surrender, we start to focus on everything that we can hold on to. Let me hold on to this. Let me hold on to that. And it's usually just revealing the things that you're using to hold you back. But once you really surrender, that feels like it's like painful and then it's nothing. Like if you do something, like if you just give, like it's not even giving up, it's just, you know, I'm just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's so much resistance within us. That voice in your head resists so hard that feeling of surrender. But once you get through that fear of like death in a sense, then it's just like cool. So that is what I want to say. So yeah, it feels like that. So I feel like this is we're okay, so this is it. I'm gonna just get into another video, but thank you for being here. Thank you for listening.